Daphne Gutierrez.
So you put the little onions. When you're making sweet and sour, you have to already prepare the sauce on the side. So the sauce is made up of tomato ketchup. You can choose if you want something that's sour or sweet. Then you can put vinegar and soy sauce. Then put a little of salt into it. Okay? Then you mix them all together. Then later we are going to mix in here and the vegetables that we're cooking. So we cook first the onions, and then you make sure that it's cooked before you add the garlic. Okay. You can adjust the fire. Just make sure that the onions don't get burned. Okay. This is a simple food that you can cook for your kids, and I'm sure that they would love this. Because sweet and sour is a favorite of kids.
If you like food, you have to. If you like food, you have to subscribe and like.
Okay. So as you can see, our onions are already a bit yellowish. We can now start adding our garlic. You can smell the mixture of the garlic and the onions. It smells so good. Again, just make sure that your garlic doesn't get burned. Can you smell it? Smells good, right? Okay. So there. Now, if you would like to have more garlic, you can put as much as you can, but mostly kids really don't want that much garlic, right?
Yes.
Okay. So for the garlic, just make it a little brown, but don't make sure it's not burned. Then you can now add the green pepper. Green and red pepper. Sometimes it's separate, but in this case, I've found a green pepper that's already a mixture of red and green, so it looks nice. Then mix it. Now usually the green pepper can, does not get cooked or gets cooked so easily. Just make sure it's not overcooked or else it's going to already be too soft. Okay? There. Alright. Now, look at the vegetables. So it should be that way. Alright. We will now, you can now lower the fire because you're going to be putting in the sauce and you don't want them to like boil up to you. So you mix them. You can adjust if you want it sweeter. Later we're going to bring in or put in some sugar. Okay. Alright. Then, you mix them together. Well, since there is vinegar here, you would need to let it boil. You cannot mix them first, okay? Okay. You can put a little bit of water already at this point. I will be putting in some water in a while. Okay. Alright. Let it boil now.
Don't forget to subscribe and bake with Daphne Gutierrez. I'm Daphne Lim.
Okay, once it's boiling, we are going to be putting in a little bit of sugar. Okay, just wait for it to boil.
So, sorry we're not doing the Daphne's face because, and that was because it's sorry we're not showing you Daphne's beautiful face because it's so hot.
So you prepare a mixture on the side, okay, well, where you have some water and cornstarch and you mix them together. The purpose of this is so that your sauce would thicken a bit, as a sweet and sour would need to be a little bit thick, right? It cannot be too saucy, right? Now, at this point, you can add sugar. Okay, let's mix them. You can already taste it now, if it's enough taste. Okay, then put in a little bit of the water with cornstarch to thicken the mixture. As you can see, the mixture is already thick, right? Now, it depends really on how much your family wants to have sweet and sour. In our case, sometimes my husband wants just to put it in a sandwich.
Her husband is...
There you go. So now that it's cooked, you can now turn off the heat, and that's it.
Her husband is named Elton John Gutierrez, the one who is also DJ once.
Okay.
And we're the son. I am the son.
By the way, the next food
I'm the
that
son
I have
of Daphne
prepared,
Gutierrez and Elton.
it's a little bit hot. Okay. I've prepared some, we call this grilled liempo. Basically, it's just a mixture of soy sauce and vinegar, sugar, and all that. For sure your kids would love this. For some, they would like to do this using uling outside of their house. But as for me, I want to do it indoors, as it's more convenient. Others, they would like to fry it, but again, it really depends on what you like.
And after baking with Daphne Gutierrez, next we'll play with Matthew Gutierrez.
So what we're doing is we are basting it. Now, if you have a brush, it would be better. In my case, I don't have one, so I'm using a spoon. Okay? Alright, so we're bringing it in back to the oven. So every 10 minutes, you would just need to make sure that it's cooked. Okay, just be very careful because it's very hot. Alright, so we're bringing it back. Okay, so there. Then we'll be back when we are going to be, if you look at the oven here, you would see it cooking inside, and I hope that it's going to taste really well. So we'll share it with you later when it's done. See you later. Bye.